in United States, the husband and wife still have that, you know,
Yes.
the wife share the half,
Yes.
or whatever. So the family who in outside the country had no idea about their unhappy marriage. But this wife is a Caucasian.
Okay.
So the Caucasian wife just with her lawyer walk into and then deal with everything, and we got that time was she got all this gentleman, and this gentleman it's a self-engineering, you know, it's, you know, got whole everything income. So for this case, you know, of course by the employee person we cannot get in touch about. But however, in this case, so what do you think?
Okay. I saw a lot of movie, okay, talking about this. Really.
It's a real life.
Yes, okay.
Happened.
During the divorce, if not judgment is not finalized and one spouse die, this is a very good story for the movie, okay? Yes. Because the marital relationship is not finished yet. So the other party surviving party gonna take over everything.
Take over everything.
Almost everything.
Oh yeah.
Almost everything.
So the family even arrive.
No,
Not
they cannot do too much.
What?
They cannot do. I read, I watch a lot of movie talk about this. During the divorce period, not finalized, and one spouse die, and the other spouse is still legal spouse and gonna take over almost everything. Yeah. Especially in California. In California, we are community property. Okay, unless okay, the DC party had living trust or will, unless, but usually
No.
Usually no. Yeah, so yeah, when I know you feel sorry for the deceased party, because the family of the deceased party lose everything, cannot get anything. But too bad, this is the law in California. As I said, law is not the maximum, this is the minimum. So we always feel why it's unfair, but well, we have to face it. This is the law.
I think that maybe in one case, in a certain case, before they get married, they have separate property.
Yes, this is another good area. As I say, okay, I want to say it again. Between the husband and wife, this could be contract, could be agreement, premarital agreement or after post-marital agreement. So, but well, Chinese we don't want to do that. It's very hurt. It's a very hurt feeling, okay. But Chinese, no, we don't talk about the contract because of the marital. Well, I don't know which is right, which is wrong. I don't never know, but you know, could be. So, in order to have that problem solved, maybe consider premarital agreement or post-marital agreement to define the property. Otherwise, without any will, without living trust, without agreement, the surviving party take over everything.
Yeah,
Unfair, I know.
I just want to know the living trust. So if another party have a living trust or deed, or have a power attorney, so
Better than nothing.
So another party still get nothing, right?
Probably only no. If this party, deceased party has the living trust, his or her, I mean, the people dead, right? Her or his portion will go to her or his family. So there's big difference.
That must be go to through the court, right?
Oh yes, go to court, but still you can get a final result, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's big difference. So with the living trust, with the will, or any other, what we call it is a estate planning. It's called estate planning. Okay. Without estate planning, well, you just say, well, unfair, but there's a law. There's a result. The law. Well, that's why we need lawyer, okay? Sorry about that, okay? You don't like lawyer, but sometimes we do need it. So, you see, this is a true story. So, deceased party and deceased, and his or her family lose everything. Nothing. Lose everything. So too bad. Oh, by the way, I need to, let me see. I want to jump to here in order to keep our time. You're welcome to bring out any question or the story or scenario. Because as I say, you know, we don't need to catch our time. Our time is limited anyway. So I just want to answer any practical, realistic questions. You heard about that? You experience about that? You know, we answer this. Legal issue. Okay. Legal issue is defined by law. Legal issue is defined by law. I know right now, currently, the most sensitive issue is same-sex marriage. And this issue has been haunting our California a long time. If you remember, at one time, our Supreme Court support same-sex marriage. So San Francisco City issued the marriage certificate for a while, right? And people support this idea. They were so happy. But after that, Proposition 8 come out, and very slight difference. Of course, you know, Proposition 8 upheld same-sex marriage. So all of a sudden, people got the marriage certificate become nothing, because you know legality is a big issue, right? Marriage by itself is a contract, right? It's two persons. Doesn't matter we define one man, one woman, or could be same sex. Between two persons, they want to enter into the contract, right? To fulfill their family relationship obligation. However, if currently the legal system in California define the marriage must be one man, one woman, then same-sex marriage is invalid. It's void. It's no effect. It's no effect. It's big debate. Okay, I just cannot convince anybody, you know, whether or not you're gonna vote for each side. Maybe from your religion, from your education, from your social background. You may have so many conclusions, but to be honest, we have to admit we don't have an answer. Could marriage must be defined as a man and woman, or could be same-sex? Nobody knows. However, you need to understand the situation, okay? In California, we have another law, long time ago, and which replaced same-sex marriage. Everybody understand? We do have one law. Even though it is not under the name of same-sex marriage. Everybody heard about that? Yeah. Domestic partner. Domestic partner. Nobody gonna argue this. This is very stable. This is very solid. No anyone, well, no, I would say very little people still argue about this. And this law, okay, I believe passed more than 10 years ago, California. And this law protect same-sex people. They can live together, even though they cannot call them spouse under different name, domestic partner, and they can get benefit as same as husband and wife. For example, they can choose to take the title as a community property. Community property, if they really want to. And also, if they want to dissolve this relationship, they have to petition to the state. Okay? State level controlled and register, provided registration. So eventually, for the legal benefit level, same-sex people, at least their basic right was not violated if they want to. However, they just think, oh, this is not enough. You know, even though we are protected, but no, we want to get the marriage. We want to get a marriage certificate. This is what we want. So that's why, you know, so this is a very hot topic. As I say last time, this issue very quickly will get an answer from California Supreme Court. Very quickly, probably within 3 months. Doesn't matter which side. I do believe this case will go to U.S. Supreme Court. And then it's up to U.S. Supreme Court justice to decide whether or not they will take the case. They may return it back to the state, then whatever state Supreme Court made a decision, they become the final. or they say they will want to take the case. Who knows? Because this issue is way too sensitive. We never know. We never know. Okay. So this is one example of legality. So today is legal, the other day is illegal. Could be, because this kind of issue just very slightly different. So today could be legal, the other day could be legal. By the way, the other example is marijuana. Okay, marijuana at the federal case, at the federal level, is always illegal. Marijuana, okay. However, in California, because California is a very liberal state, and within the limit, usually mean doctor give you prescription, and this person use marijuana as a medical treatment with medical doctor prescription. You can grow marijuana. You can use it as long as you don't sell it. In Oakland, there's marijuana club, right? People exchange. So, well, we don't know. We never know it's good or bad, but this is the case. This is the situation today. So, this is one example I give you to explain what's legality. Consideration is another example. I already gave you one, right? If you promise to somebody else and the other party did not give you something back as return, legally you don't have to keep your promise. I don't think it's good, but this is the law. Alright? So when somebody say, hey, Miss or Mr. So-and-so, I promise I will go to your home and voluntarily to mow your lawn, to mow the lawn for you tomorrow afternoon, and you don't have to pay me. And after you learn this class, you say, okay, if I don't pay you, I give you $1 right now. In exchange, I give you $1 right now. Because if you give $1 to that person and that person accept it, this promise is not promise anymore. It becomes the contract. It becomes the contract. If you just say thank you and the other day, no surprisingly, that person did not show up and you cannot have any legal action. You understand? You know the difference, right? So, to simplify, okay, under the common law, in order to have this promise become enforceable, one of the condition is the other party receive it, you better off give something back, even though it's not balanced. Even though $1 probably cannot compensate the whole afternoon to mowing the lawn, but the other party become binding. That party become bound. Understand? Okay, this is called consideration. Okay, this is called consideration. Any questions so far? So hopefully we have the first part done. Formation. Okay, this is formation.